Hello, and welcome back to another Destiny build video. I am still doing more of these, I still have favorite builds, so yeah. This is my grapple ascension tank build. It's nothing particularly crazy, you just grapple in there, debuff enemies, and then don't die. As for the aspects and fragments, Stylish Executioner, you can swap this if needed, but it works with gunpowder as well. If you throw the gunpowder, then grapple onto it, and then use Ascension at the end of the grapple, it gets you pretty far. However, it doesn't really do all that much for you. But you can do that. Snare Bomb, because of this really interesting deck. So let me waste my grenade. Look at empowered abilities on the left. And look how it's not going down. Now look how quickly we're getting our grenade back. Yeah, that's what Snare Bomb does. It's so busted. It's great. Gambler's Dodge, so we get more Snare Bombs when we use Ascension. And the main combo is this. You can use Ascension to cancel the end of the grapple, which gives you a lot of extra momentum. Would be a lot better if I didn't hit that, but point made. If you use your Ascension just before that knot at the end, you'll go up. If you use it at the knot, you'll go straight. Why do you go up like that anyway? This is a way of telling me that you actually go straight instead of up. But either way, the main way of doing this is grappling into enemies, and then let me get a big boy so I can show you. This is your main combo. And then you cycle. So that's why we have both of these. This also unravels, which is neat, and Unravel and Jolt can block each other, especially with the Snare Bomb also adding damage. Facet of Ruin, because technically Hailfire Spike is going off. You can swap this out for Facet of Purpose or Facet of Protection. Both were great. Facet of Courage, so your Jolt does more damage, your Ascension does more damage. That's basically it, and the fire portion, the solar portion of the Hailfire Spike will do more damage. Neat. You don't have to have it in either, it's just more damage on debuffs, which is nice. Facet of Hope gives you Gambler's Dawn and Ascension quicker, and Facet of Dawn gives you Radiance, so you can pop barriers. If you swap this out, I recommend this, and then you can swap this for Facet of Purpose. Granted, you're going to need much better armor stats than I have. You want to get tier 5 Grenadier with melee, tertiary, and class as your tuning stat, or class, tertiary, melee tuning stat. That will let you get 30 grenade, 25 super, and 20 in both melee and class. That will get your melee and class high enough. Melee doesn't have to be exactly 100, so it's not going to immediately give you exactly 100% of your thing back, but it's close. Yeah, it's nothing complicated. If you have enough stats left to overlevel, you can go for grenade and melee. Grenade's more important. Reason being, grapple grenade scales with both the grenade and melee stat, but they are additive, so it's not imperative. Look how quickly you get that back. Yeah. Then Shadow Shot, because it's really good for getting a bunch of super spam and locking down areas. I just do this. Okay, well these are really weak guys. But the ticks are shared between them. Hold on, let me reset this. Because every tethered enemy does 50% of the damage it takes to every other tethered enemy, when you do something like this, see how quickly Super's coming back? Now imagine that with tanky units and Grandmasters and in ultimate runs. And it's even quicker with your primary should actually be faster, I would think. Yeah, because it's doing primary damage to all of them. So you just throw it out and then keep shooting. You can very often, high-end content, have your super back before this one ends. Or it's close. So then, for unstops, we have the ignition from this. I know that is not the most ideal, and if you swap these out, that won't be as much of an issue, but it is a way of doing it. There is a bug currently where, for some reason, your spines can just fall off of units. I hate it so much. This is for overloads at a long distance away, because you have it so often. It's basically, if there are multiple overloads that are far away, like in this week's GM, you can plant this by one of the overloads and focus the other. For closer overloads we have Ascension. Debuff stunning is the best on overloads because it's a lot easier to keep them from regenerating in GMs and ultimate runs than if you were just using a weapon. Because they can regenerate a lot at the time you're reloading. And then this is for Barrier. It's for weapons, Last Signal, because I like it and it fills up Transcendence very quickly. I'll just the Transcendence waste in the background so you can see. Inside Apex, neat. I get orbs, or I can get Heal Clip and then Burning Ambition. If you have a fire spark on something, this can also just help you get the ignition that much faster. And then Anarchy is just great for champions. So let me... Nope. Barrier. If you have a dart weapon, and you get Radiant while you fire, like, as you're firing the dart weapon, it will keep Radiant after Radiant expires, and still pop the barrier. See? This is why I love Lost Signal and Anarchy so much for popping barriers. And considering how chunky barriers are in GM, yeah, no, it's a great tactic. As for mods, nothing crazy, these just help with ability regen. Whatever damage resist mods you want to run, usually Concussive Dampener plus whatever the threat is for a given mission. And then another element that you know the enemy type uses a lot. Like if I am fighting Fallen, I'm going to want to have Arc. And probably also Solar for the snipers. For the boots, just more ammo, more... you can run better already because of Ferropotent that will give you damage resistance when you pick up an orb, that is valid. But this is also just more Ascensions. I mean, I'm used to spamming Ascension, so this is valid. This is also nice. And this is nice for more ability regen. And I need to put backup mag on Utah Apex. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, as for these, you can get Devour from the Tether and from the Smoke Bomb. This is kind of a moot point. This is neat and can help you get Devour faster by spreading Weaken. this is neat, this is neat, this is neat. Nothing else really helps you. If you don't have overloads, take this off so you can at the very least still use your submachine gun with Radiant for the few seconds you have Radiant against the barrier. And high in content barriers erect the barriers very quickly. But yeah, and then this is what it looks like. Run. This is what it looks like to run this. For the class item, I'm running Certarachne plus Inmost Light. Certarachne gives Woven Mail, which is a 45% damage resist. It is the third highest. The highest is Void Overshield is 70%, but they only last while the Void Overshield lasts. And then you have 50% at Frost Armor with fully specky into it, but that takes a lot of building into. And then the Woven Mail is just, oh, I used a grenade, cool. Or on Strand it can be, oh, I picked up an orb, cool. It's very easy to maintain. And yeah, that's it for the build. If you need more tank, again, swap this for better already. If you have Smoke Jumper, use that too. Ferropotent also will give you damage resist with better already. And then you can swap this to Gunpowder Gamble. You can pick up Facet of Purpose and Facet of Protection. Or you can just keep this as is and then put Facet of Purpose and Facet of Protection here. So yeah, this is, I've been using this build since Heresy. Since they finally made Ascension do this. It's about time. Okay, I'm gonna cut over to the ultimate run. These are the modifiers I am running. More grenades, more grenades, more grenades, counterfeits, fake ammo, and more void damage taken. I am quickly actually going to do this. And yeah, so I will put the mods and stuff on the screen while it's loading. And then this is my cosmetic setup.
We've received limited intel regarding a Vex Information Depot. I want you to get in there and figure out what they know.
Greetings, Captain. Commander Zavala has requested that I run tactical on this mission. Please allow me to help you with your invasion of the Insight Terminus.
Oh, hello, Safe.
Well, that helps.
I have not detected significant
There should be two barriers up front and one in the back.
Well, that's good news. Maybe we won't run into much resistance.
Yeah, but since the gas kind of follows you around, I wouldn't count on that.
Positive as ever, I see.
Who's generating the shields? Okay, they died. Thankfully.
looked like a commander of some sort.
That's correct, friendly ghost. That commander was Kargan, an elite Cabal scion who's caused significant damage to the Vex Collective in this time stream.
This sounds bad.
I'm making the elimination of Kargan your priority in this operation. His crew has been active all over the system. From our intel, mostly targeting Vex installations. However, removing it can only strengthen our position. Now,
Yeah, it's not the tiniest on the unstops. Again, you can swap the Stylish Executioner for Grandpa to Grandpa to make it easier. That said, on Ultimate you can just brute force. On GMs it can be a bit more of a hassle, but you do still have a way of stunning.
Give us the good news first.
According to the Vex, Kargan has almost complete control over the local Vex Gate network. I predict several detachments of Cabal over the next few weeks.
No, I said give us the good news first.
I did.
Kargan is getting dangerously skilled at manipulating this Vex architecture. Maybe if we catch him, he can give Kate a lesson or two.
As soon as I pick this up, there will be another one I can drop. I didn't want to pick up that.
Excellent work, Captain. You are at 50% completion of this task.
Not quite sure what was happening, I just know I wasn't dying though. Right, way too many of those spawn. Really? Are you serious? That's annoying. Almost a flawless. Come on. And then this is a trick from ye old days of strikes. Everything you shoot will give you points.
I injected some bad variables into his perception button. That should slow it down.
That was stupid of me, I should have used the Ascension to dodge that.
Lord Commander Zavala.
Good work, Guardian. What intel did you discover?
So yeah,
There's an almost unreadable data artifact here.
that's just the agility tank
It's
build.
heavily corrupted, but I'm able to make out the
And
M-Sun 12 from the access log.
thanks for watching.
Oxa, and who was M-Sun 12?
Those are questions for another day, I suppose. But for now,
That actually used to have different dialogue. They changed it to be about Maya Sunrise. Used to say Oxot. What is Oxot? And who is Odzot? As a reference to Scions. So they changed the dialogue at some point. Fun fact. Anyway, thanks for watching.